Black's Law, Edition 1, Rebel. The name of rebels is given to all subjects who unjustly take up arms against the ruler of the society, whether their view be to deprive him of the supreme authority or to resist his lawful commands in some particular instance, and to impose conditions on him. That's a rebel. Black Law's First Edition, Rebellion. Deliberate, organized resistance by force and arms to the laws or operations of the government committed by a subject. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Freedoms. Whereas it is essential if man is not to be compelled to have recourse as a last resort to rebellion against tyranny and oppression, that human rights should be protected by the rule of law. Black Laws, Edition 1, states that a rebel in rebellion is a deliberate, organized resistance by force and arms, weaponry, to the laws or the operations of the government. That's one designation. We all know what a rebel is. We see it in Hollywood. Guy carrying around a whole bunch of guns and we're gonna get you, we're gonna get you. That whole type of attitude, trench coat, stuff like that. Well, here's a description of that rebel in rebellion. He's resisting by force and arms the operations of the government. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Freedoms states that man, as a last recourse, has a right to rebel and to rebellion. So I guess the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Freedoms are teaching us that we should take up arms and resist by force the government, that we should get guns and protect our rights through this rebellion. And we can call it a lawful rebellion, and we can say it's our right. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Freedoms states that, yeah, you can get into rebellion against tyranny and oppression, but that same declaration states that human beings, their rights should be respected, and that your rebellion is for that reason, that human beings' rights should be respected. And UDHR Article 1 states that all humans are born free and equal in rights and dignities, and we should all act with brotherly love one to another. Now, if you take the definition of rebellion, meaning let's take up arms, let's go against the ones in the position of power, the ones who are sitting behind the positions of power, those roles are human beings. They are men and women, just like you and me. And if you choose to use rebellion in a violent way, arming yourself and going after them and preparing yourself to take another person's life, then you're not respecting the Charter, and you're not respecting human life, because the Charter doesn't give you the right to do that. There is another rebellion that is available to you that doesn't include harming another human. It doesn't include harming a man and a woman. But when you take that stance that I'm free and I should be respected and I'll arm myself, you're going against everything that is right. You're going against everything that represents love and humanity, because you're willing to stand there with a gun and say, I deserve this right and I'll kill you if I don't get my right. That is ultimately selfish. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Freedoms. Article 1. All human beings, all of us, are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience, and should act towards one another in the spirit of brotherhood. That's the first article of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Freedoms. The Declaration of Human Rights and Freedoms. Article 3. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of the person. Black Laws, Edition 7, Rebellion. Open, organized, and armed resistance to an established government or ruler. Now, 2. Open resistance or opposition to an authority or tradition. Disobedience of a legal command or summons. Rebellion. So here rebellion is without violence, without arms. If you look a little more into law, you're going to find in Black Laws, the 7th edition, farther on in the line, rebellion described as this: open resistance and opposition to authority, disobedience of a legal command. Of a legal command. No mention of violence, no mention of guns, no mention of overthrowing. Just open resistance and opposition to authority through disobedience of a legal command. Well, we know that they command us legally through our legal person. And when we go through the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Freedoms, invoking the articles that are in there, such as we have the right to be part of the government, but no obligation. We have the right to be recognized as a legal person, but no obligation. We begin to invoke our rebellion, our open resistance and opposition without sedition. Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Freedoms, Article 21. Everyone has the right to partake in the government of his country, directly or through freely chosen representatives. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 6. Everyone has the right to recognition everywhere as a person before the law. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Freedoms states that you can go into rebellion against tyranny and opposition, and by doing so you're going in rebellion against their legal demands. Legal demands for permits, legal demands to pay taxes, legal demands that they want ownership rights to your personal private property. No. I'm going not to listen to this anymore. Not in a harmful way, but in a peaceful way. It's my right as a human being. This charter, this declaration provides me that right. I'm exercising that right in a peaceful way. In the Criminal Code of Canada, Article 59, it says you do not use violence. You do not use violence to make your point, or to go into opposition, or to go into rebellion. Don't even think about it. And then the Criminal Code of Canada, Article 60 says lawful excuse, or you can seek relief. Relief from that being called a legal person. The Criminal Code of Canada, Article 59. Seditious words are words that express a seditious intention. A seditious libel is a libel that expresses a seditious intention. A seditious conspiracy is an agreement between two or more persons to carry out a seditious intention. Criminal Code of Canada, Article 60. Notwithstanding subsection 59.4, no person shall be deemed to have a seditious intention by reason only that he intends in good faith to show Her Majesty has been misled or mistaken in her measures, to point out errors or defects in the government or constitution of Canada or province, parliament or legislator of a province, or the administration of justice in Canada. Then it goes on to say, to procure by lawful means the alteration of any matter of government in Canada, or to point out for the purpose of removal matters that produce or tend to produce feelings of hostility and ill will between different classes of persons in Canada.